Today I'm going to talk about My Friends, which in my opinion is another stellar work of art by Swedish author Fredrik Backman. And if you loved books such as A Man Called Ove, Anxious People, or any of the Beartown trilogy, you might love this book just as much as I did. You know, there's something about Fredrik Backman's quirky writing style, his descriptions, his character development, the twists and turns of his plots, his emotion, and his understanding of the human condition that just draws me in. There are so many beautiful lines in this book that you might just have to stop and think about life for a while. You could say that the protagonist in My Friends is Louisa, an almost 18-year-old awkward teenager with no self-confidence and no self-esteem, who's always on her guard for the worst humans, and who is also a product of the social welfare system. She loves art for the sake of art, especially one specific piece that she fell in love with years ago. The book follows her journey into finding the meaning hidden in the painted masterpiece. But that's really just an abbreviated overview. Louisa meets Ted, an anxious, insecure teacher who introduces us to the other characters that make up the backstory to the painting and the backstory of the book. Any one of them could be a leading character. We're taken back to a summer 25 years ago when a group of misfit friends were 14, almost 15 years old, the last summer they'd be together. They discover each other, the seaside, the value of laughter, the importance of togetherness, their weaknesses, and the need to believe in and stand up for each other. These friends bond in their differences, like outsiders looking in. They share traumas of different sorts. So this book has a lot of sadness, tragedy and grief, addictions, poverty, mental illness, and violence. But it also has important lessons about belonging, finding yourself, believing in each other, strength in darkness, and that one person who can keep you going and maybe even change the trajectory of your life. Sometimes we find a kindred spirit in the least expected spaces. And all of this is with the importance of art as a backdrop. My Friends is a long read. Fredrik Backman can get lengthy, but I like the repetition that just seems part of his quirky writing style. And this book might not be for everyone due to the emotion and themes, but I found it compelling and I just couldn't put it down. And yes, my eyes were a little damp in places. My Friends by Fredrik Backman.